Solutions for our concerns about retirement planning. Our pension specialist speaks. Welcome to Retirement Matters.
Relationships that build wealth, create opportunities, the right solutions. That's what we do at JN Fund Managers.
We're in pursuit of your financial security.
Portfolio and investment management services for individuals and corporate clients, from wealth building and risk management to preparing for a comfortable retirement. Strong, stable, secure.
We're in pursuit of your success.
Let's talk. JN Fund Managers, your safer, smarter financial partner.
Since the series began in February, many persons have advised us that the fears they had of retiring have lessened. They've come to realize that with the right plan in place, retirement can be enjoyed. Your thoughts, Roseanne?
And they are right, Annette. Good morning. As with any other change, some apprehension to retirement is normal. However, if we prepare for new circumstances, we are more likely to succeed. We can seek and grasp opportunities that exist rather than be limited by fear of the unknown.
So this morning, we agreed we'd look at the solutions to 4 common mistakes persons make in retirement planning. Let's move right into them.
Mistake number 1 is putting off planning for retirement and delaying saving and investment for it. Both mistakes are really easy to do, Annette. Until you're almost there, retirement can seem like a lifetime away. Many of us delay our action. We say we're waiting for a pay rise or waiting until children start high school. Some persons say they'll start when they've made a deposit on a house. The truth is, though, we can always find a reason to postpone planning for retirement.
And if retirement is something that we fear, we'll try and find every reason not to even think about it. Not the best thing to do.
The sooner we start planning and saving, the longer time our investments have to grow and the less sacrifices we have to make. A few extra years of saving and investing can make a huge difference to the size of your retirement nest egg. And remember, every saver's friend is compound interest. My solution is to start early, with as little as you have, and do not wait for the large amount.
What's mistake number 2?
The second is underestimating what your living expenses will be when you retire. As we discussed last week, each person's expenses will be different based on their circumstances and lifestyles. We have different commitments, goals, and so on. So it's important that we detail our living expenses. That is, what expenses will become due annually, a few times a year, monthly, and so on. We need to list them all so that we will have a true picture of how much we will really need to maintain ourselves.
I guess we should not expect to remember all the likely expenses in a single session. It's an issue we should take some time to get it right. In a previous program, you spoke at some length on how inflation would also affect the buying power of the money at our disposal during retirement. So even when we have what we believe is a pretty accurate figure, we need to consider inflation.
Quite so, Annette. As we all know, $1,000 in 2015 cannot purchase as much as it could 10 years ago. Additionally, we can anticipate increases in rates for essential items and services like utility bills. The third common mistake is that some of us who have retirement savings and investments ignore tax-efficient investment products or may buy products which are good but could be replaced by others which would provide us with better return or which are better suited to our profile. Now, here's where the advice from a financial expert can be invaluable. He or she can make your retirement strategy tax efficient and will be better able to recommend products that are best suited for your profile. Some investment products also have tax benefits.
You're pointing us in the direction of help from financial professionals again, Roseanne. And, of course, you know I'm going to say it. JN Fund Managers has financial advisors standing ready to provide these services.
The advice of a licensed financial expert is important. And I stressed licensed because it is important that you seek professional help from knowledgeable sources. You can talk strategy with them. It's not just about buying investment products. These persons are in the business of saving and investment and can guide you to select products that are tax efficient and which offer the level of risk with which you are comfortable.
That takes us to the fourth mistake we should avoid. You told me it had something to do with risk.
That's correct. I can see that you are doing your research.
I am.
The fourth mistake is that some persons invest too conservatively to allow for any measure of growth in their portfolio. Let me be clear. Do not invest outside of your comfort zone as far as risk is concerned. But conversely, do not assume that you should eliminate risk from your portfolio. There's more to it. Take the time to seek professional advice and add the amount of risk to your portfolio that is best for you. Of course, we don't want to lose sleep worrying about the risk in our investments. However, we also don't want our portfolios to be overly conservative. Security of our funds comes with the cost of reduced possibilities for growth. In other words, although we want to be sure the money we invest is safe, we want to see satisfactory returns. What's satisfactory for you? To help you to decide, work with your financial advisor and together find a reasonable balance between safety and growth, or risk and return.
Reassuring to hear, Roseanne. Let's quickly repeat and summarize the 4 solutions you've shared. First, you mentioned procrastination. Don't be a put-off Joe by delaying your preparations for retirement. You reminded us to save and invest early and not to play the "I'm waiting until" game, which has no winners. You said start now, where you are, with what you have.
My second point was that we shouldn't underestimate the amounts we'll need to live on during retirement. Use your present budget as a guideline. Don't forget to add expenses like healthcare maintenance. Solution: be thorough in your calculations. Take your time and list all your likely expenditure.
Thirdly, you moved to not making the best use of tax efficiencies. You recommended that when persons invest for retirement, they should add that to their checklist.
And speaking of efficiencies, here's some information I didn't mention. Many business places may waive or reduce some fees for retirees or long-standing clients. Some investment houses sometimes do the same for certain transactions. These amounts add up when you are living on a reduced income. The fourth and final commonly made mistake was investing too conservatively. The solution is to find your sweet spot between risk and reward at every stage of your preparations for retirement. Security of your principal is important, very important. However, don't completely sacrifice growth on your principal by trying to eliminate risk. Work with the amount of risk that's ideal for you. If it's as little as possible, that's fine, but be aware of your options.
4 key points, Roseanne. And of course, we continue to describe this period, retirement, as the best third of our lives. And if we believe this, we accept that it's sufficiently important not to drift into retirement. You've used a phrase in the past, fail to plan, plan to fail. And you know on this program we're all about options, hope, and success.
It's a journey, Annette, and we should enjoy every stage.
Listeners, if you have questions, please let us know. Do visit JN Fund Manager's Facebook page and listen to the uploaded program. Send your questions by email or text message. jnfundmanagers@jnbs.com and 877-2612. We close with a reminder that retirement is a journey, not a destination. Along that journey, let's live each day as a special day that it is, even as we plan for the future. Live, love, and take care. Until next week.